These are the answers to the arc length and chord relationships worksheet that was due on Friday, March the 27th. All right. Number 1. Because OM, which is 3, is perpendicular to XY, it bisects XY. So the distance from X to M and the distance from M to Y will be the same. This is a 3, 5 triangle. 4. So that means the distance from M to Y is 4, and the distance from X to M is 4. So the entire distance from X to Y is 4 plus 4, which is 8. Number 2. Since OM is perpendicular to PQ, it bisects PQ. Since PQ is 24, we're not going to put down 24. We're going to put down 12 and 12. What have I got now over here on the right? Triangle OMQ is a right triangle. What? 12, 13. That family is 5, 12, 13. So OM is 5. Number 4. We're going to come back to number 3 later. Since arc ACB is 110 and radius OC bisects chord AB, or rather it's perpendicular to it, it will bisect chord AB and it will bisect the arc. So if arc ACB is 110, this is a 55-degree arc, and this is a 55-degree arc. The angle here, angle 1, the central angle, is the same as the arc, 55 degrees. Number 5. We have 5 congruent chords. Chord AB, there's a little mark. Chord BC, there's a little mark. Chord CD, there's a little mark, are congruent chords. And congruent chords in the same circle or congruent circles have congruent arcs. So arc AB, arc BC, and arc CD are congruent arcs. When I subtract 360 minus 120, I get 240, and that will be divided into 3 because I have 3 congruent arcs. 240 divided by 3 makes 80. Each of those arcs is 80. Number 6. Again, we have congruent chords BC and CD. So the little arcs here, arc BC and arc CD, will be congruent arcs. Because angle BOD, the central angle, is a right angle, then this entire arc is a 90-degree arc. So each of those arcs, BC and CD, will be half of 90, which is 45. In the same circle or congruent circles, chords that are congruent are equally distant from the center, and congruent chords are equally distant from the center. All right. OM and ON are both 7. That's the distance that chords DC and EF are from the center. Since those distances are the same, the chords will be the same. CM is 6. So how long is DM? It's also 6, making the entire chord DC to have a length of 12. And since that chord is the same distance from the center as EF is from the center, then that means chord EF is also 12. Last problem. OT is 9. RS is 18. Since OT is perpendicular to RS, it bisects it. So I'm not going to write 18. I'm going to write 9 and 9. What have I got in this triangle? It's an isosceles right triangle. Another name for a 45-45-90 triangle. So I'm going to use my 45-90 rules. 45-45-90 rules, which says leg times square root of 2 equals hypotenuse. My legs are both 9. 9 times the square root of 2. So what do I get for the hypotenuse? 9 on the square root of 2 is my hypotenuse, which is the length of O to R.